What's up, everybody? Good morning. I am in the car. Just got some coffee. Haven't even showered yet. My hair's still messed up. Whatever. That's why I like short hair. I just want to make a quick video and talk again kind of about why video. And it's kind of being redundant, but I want to give another example. And the reason I came up with this is because I'm driving here, and you may be able to see out the windows. It's really foggy. And for some crazy reason, it reminded me of this one day years and years and years ago when I was probably 8 or 9 years old. And I'll get into the story in a minute. But people, I'm 46, people my age and older, like anyone 40 and older, we long for human interaction, especially now with the corona nonsense. And, I don't care what you feel about it. It is what it is, unfortunately. And so, we've been kind of, we're more virtual with everything. It's a real pain in the ass, and I don't like it. But the good old days, right? And I know if you're younger, you don't like to hear about the good old days when your parents talk about them. But back in the day, my brother and I was fortunate enough to have a brother close in age to me. He's exactly 2 years older than me. It didn't matter where we went, wherever we were going. If my mother took us out to eat somewhere, or we went anywhere, we always had a Nerf football. Okay, so if we were eating somewhere, we would hurry up and eat, and we would be in the parking lot throwing the football around, or some person in the parking lot would challenge us. And this happened, I can't tell you how many times. A couple guys, like adult guys, would challenge us to a football game in the parking lot, where there's cars going like in and out. And it didn't matter what we were doing. We always were outside. We were always throwing a football around, and there was always people. People were interacting, and people don't do that anymore. Like, you go in a restaurant, and there's like a family with kids, and they're like, everybody is on a phone. Even kids like 8, 10 years old are on a phone. They're not even talking to each other. Anyway, so this one particular time, my mother brought us to the beach in Connecticut. And it's like one of the only beaches I even know of in Connecticut. And it's a shitty beach, I'll be honest with you. But anyway, we had a Nerf football with us, and we're walking along the sidewalk on the beach, and we're throwing the football around like we normally do. And as we're walking by this guy's like, hey, throw it to me, which happen all the time. And so I think my brother threw him the ball, and he threw it back to me, and then he just kind of kept on going. And we realized after he had gone that he had like this windbreaker on, and he dropped $10 out of his pocket. Oh, and by the way, I failed to mention, the reason the day reminds me of this story is because it was the exact same kind of day. I mean, it just looked exactly the same, very misty and foggy. Anyway, so he dropped $10 out of his pocket. By the time we realized it, he was gone. But to us, we were nervous to pick up the money because we thought people would see us and think that we were trying to like roll him for his money or something. I don't know. I just remember having that feeling in my head that like we'd get in trouble or something if we picked up the money. So we're like standing there and looking around, and my brother would look one way, I'm looking the other, and finally I got up the courage to grab the money. And so we ended up, it was a $10 bill. I remember like it was yesterday. And the next day, I guess that was like a Sunday, because the next day we were going to school, and we lived near like a shopping center, and so we went into like the stationery store and split the 10 into 2 5s. And I thought I was rich, man. I thought I had a bunch of money. I bought like candy bars for like 3 weeks straight. Anyway, but this is what like older people, and when I say older people, I mean like 40 and up, like me. This is what we long for, is human interaction and like stories like this. But it doesn't happen anymore because people are so like stuck on their phones and social media and whatnot. So that's why video, because video is like the closest thing that you can get to being able to throw the football around with somebody else, right? I mean, it's the only way that you can really relate and connect and get to know people is by posting video. And when I say post video, I mean posting lifestyle stuff, like what you're doing. If you're in network marketing, you don't have to post about your company every single day. that's not interesting. It just isn't. People want to meet you. They want to know you. They want to see what you're about and what you do. And it's just, people are going to watch that kind of content. It's just all there is to it. So anyway, why content? That's why. Because it's the easiest way in today's times to throw Nerf football around with people, if that makes any sense. It makes sense to me. Maybe if you're 25, it doesn't to you. But if you're 40 or over, I guarantee you it makes sense. Anyway, this is Ben. Talk to you next time.